For this DIY, you will need a t-shirt, a small sewing needle, a thread, a pencil, a ruler measuring inches, and some scissors. Using a ruler and a pencil, you'll want to measure in inches how long and wide you want your mask to be. So I have done 9 inches by 5 inches, and this works for most people, but you can adjust it accordingly. And I've made sure that I do it on a side so that I only have to sew 3 sides, which makes it a lot easier for us to make.
Now you must cut around the rectangle, keeping in both layers of the t-shirt.
In 3, 2, so now what we need to do is sew around this edge first, which I'll show you how to do. So what you're going to need to do is get some thread and stick it through the needle really carefully. And then you'll need to get some thread, those I would say about 50 centimetres long, and double that amount, and then pull it through so that you have 2 lengths of 50 centimetres like this. And then what you're going to do is get the thread, or the 2 bits of thread, and wrap it around your finger and tie a small knot like this. So now what you need to do is get the needle with the knot on the end and push the needle where you're going to start, so in the corner. And then you're going to pull it all through until the knot is here. You're going to turn it over, and then a small amount away from this part, you're going to push it through again, like so, and pull the rest of the thread. And then you're going to turn it over and go back to this point, like this, and then just keep pulling the thread all the way through and tight. And then turn it over again, and you keep on repeating this by going a small amount ahead, maybe I would say a couple of millimeters, pulling through, turning it over, going back, pushing it through, turning it over, and then going ahead. And you just repeat that all along. So now that you've finished sewing, you should leave a little bit of thread left over, and then put the needle through a small amount of the material, pull it through, and then what you're going to need to do is push the needle through this little circle and pull it to tie a knot. And you're going to do that twice, so let's do it again. Add a little bit of material, pull it through, and then once again push the needle through to tie a knot. And then what you're going to do is get the scissors, snip it, and then open it out and tie a knot like this. So now that you've sewed this part, you need to sew this part as well, leaving this side. So I've done that, and now you need to turn the whole thing inside out so that all of the rough edges are mostly gone. You don't need to sew these 2 sides, you just need to do a slight fold and then a big fold like this. And then I'm going to do a different way of sewing along here. You've got to make sure there's enough room for the elastic to go through. And we'll do this on both sides. So for this part, you're going to need to get the top layer, push through it, and these 2 layers, push through. And then again, pull this all the way through till the knot is there. And then at this point you're going to go through again, get that first layer, and then go underneath with the next layer, just tying them all in like this. And then you just repeat the step. Might be a bit hard because there's a lot of layers to go through, but just keep going. You might need an adult to help you. And repeat this step, going up and down and up and down. Now that you've sewn these two parts, then you need to get 2 long strips of the t-shirt to make the elastics. So to make the straps that go over your ears, you can use elastic. But if you don't have elastic, that's fine. You can use a t-shirt. If the t-shirt contains elastane in it, then it will be fine to use as it's stretchy. So what you need to do is get 2 strips of a t-shirt, about 10 inches by 1 inch approximately. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull it hard so it stretches like this. So you're going to use a safety pin for this part. What you need to do is put the safety pin carefully on the end of the cord, and then what you're going to do is feed it through the 2 holes that were made. Once you've done that, you can take the safety pin out, pull it through, and then you can tie small but tight knot like this. And then what you're going to do is feed the knot back inside so everything looks a lot neater. And then you've done.